back. You've signed for another year at Ealing Trailfinders. Pleased to be staying for the 2019-20 season?
Very much so. It's been a good year for me this first year, especially coming off the back of a tough season at the Dragons to be getting a lot of good games, especially at centre. I've really enjoyed it.
You had a fantastic start to the season, didn't you? I think it was kind of 10-12 consecutive games. I think you went on a run of about 5 tries in 6 games as well. You've obviously been enjoying yourself so far.
Yeah, very much so. I think the team's it's a new team, so we've all been learning about each other, trying out new combinations, but it was really good to get a bit of consistency in, just sort of play game after game and just build on the performances.
You mentioned those combinations and kind of people getting to know each other. The fact that there's quite a large amount of people staying for next year as well, is that potentially more exciting, that the kind of all game time you get together and what you could achieve perhaps?
Definitely. That's not something you can really replace, is the chemistry that you build within a team, and it's quite tough, especially like the beginning of this year showed that it was a very new team and there were a lot of kinks that we needed to work out, but as you say, for next year all those kinks are going to kind of be already worked out and we'll be able to start the season already running, so that'll be good.
There's been a lot of talk about kind of progress at the club facility wise and also on the pitch. How have you seen that develop over the last kind of year, since obviously you got the kind of talk before you signed, and now you're obviously in the first hand as well? It's
definitely obvious to see that the club's intentions and where they're wanting to go. They're very serious about wanting to get to the top as quickly as they can, and you can see how they're investing into the facilities and also into the squad, into the players and the coaches, that they're very serious about sort of taking that next step and doing what it takes to get there. Yeah.
How have you enjoyed working with the coaches this year?
It's been good. It's been a nice environment in terms of being able to share ideas and have a bit of a dialogue, and it's not too much of a dictatorship, which is nice. But it's a nice, easy environment and quite enjoyable, and the sessions have been good and it's really constructive, and I think the players have enjoyed it as a whole, being able to sort of share their ideas. We have a lot of different leaders groups, defence leaders, attack leaders and generals, and that where we get together and as players decide what we think is best for us as a group.
Any particular highlights so far?
For me, I really enjoyed the Coventry game. 2 nice tries there. It was a nice free-flowing game, a lot of tries, a lot of running rugby. Just for the most part, it's really nice to be playing a lot. That run of 10 games you alluded to earlier was really, just all of that together was nice for me.
Some great centre partnerships with the likes of Harry Slow and Lewis Jones. The fact they're here as well next year, does that give you more excitement as well?
Definitely. I think it's good to have that kind of depth. I mean, I've played 12 and 13. It's good to have another 2 centres, maybe 3 centres that are pushing each other to have those performances, and that one guy goes down injured, someone else just as good can replace him, and we can keep the team performance consistent.
Personally, what would you like to achieve in the next year or so as well?
Similar to this year, really get a good run of games, get a lot of consistency in there, improve as a player personally, and obviously just in terms of the team goals, mine align similarly to that in terms of wanting to win the league and go up, and just whatever we can do to take that next step. I think I'm really keen to be part of that.